Why is Byakuya?
So I thought it would be with the skewer, but that's a knife, and it's missing its handle also. Damn. I just stood there horrified as showers of screams rang out behind me, as I gazed quietly at the body of my former friend.
Why?
What is this?
Damn, he went for it.
Hey!
This is impossible. Don't mess with me. This must be some kind of mistake. This can't be real blood, right? It's gotta be like jam or sauce. Cause if it's not, this...
What the hell?
Good gracious, things quickly took a turn for the worse. My. Now this is interesting.
Chills, kills!
On this tropical paradise known as Jabberwock Island, the very first murder has finally taken place. Murder.
Could it be?
Does this mean... Of course.
That's right!
Byakuya was killed by one of you. And they're gonna blame Peko, but it wasn't Peko, it was Nagito. What?
Of course!
If you look at the body, you can tell instantly. He was obviously murdered. Look, he has such a horrible expression on his face, don't you think? A face filled with regret that his life was ended by force, all thanks to someone else's selfish desires. To have a dying face such as this. If this isn't murder, then what the heck could it be? Byakuya was likely sacrificed by someone who really wanted to leave this island. Lies. It's all lies. You're lying that he was murdered. This obviously dead body can't be real. Murdered. The moment I screamed that word, a thick, muddy feeling of despair swelled within my body. Which means that I've accepted the fact Byakuya was murdered.
What is this?
Oh, thank God, Peko's not
Could
dead.
it be? Why?
Why did this happen? Why Byakuya? Irrelevant why. All that matters is he's fucking dead. It appears Fuyuhiko is the only one who isn't here.
What are you gonna do?
So in the spirit of keeping everyone on the same page, how about we do this the usual way?
A body has been discovered! Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin!
Nagito even said he already had to go to the mall as well to get the carpet, and I saw the night vision goggles in the mall. He's immediately, without diving into anything, it's fucking him. He's the only one that was in here. I've already explained this to you, right? If one of you gets murdered, the rest of you will debate who you think is the blackened. You're telling us to figure out who the killer is?
Correct!
That's right! From this point on, you must investigate and uncover the blackened culprit.
Impossible!
Someone actually killed? There's no way. If you make an outburst like that, you'll end up being a suspect. I won't believe it. One of us killed Byakuya? It was you. There's no way something as hopeless as that would ever happen.
No!
If you're actually thinking that way, it means you guys are already being conned by the killer. Come on, let's hurry and begin. An impassioned, life-risking battle between you guys and the blackened. And it's already started. It started the moment one of you plotted to kill someone. And my man was plotting. What are you saying? You cannot, you should not believe what Monokuma says. No matter how much you interfere, there is only ever one truth.
On my grandfather's...
Oh. You are a grandpa?
On my grandfather's...
Grave, your grandpa's dead? What happened to him?
On my grandfather's... Emergency!
What happened to your grandpa? Did his plane crash? I don't know where to begin. At this rate...
You ain't my common any partner anymore.
It hurts so much when you hit me with a charging corkscrew attack.
Damn. Did you see that? This stunning display of power. Defy your big brother and I will show you no mercy. I will harden my heart and teach you a lesson you won't soon forget. If only I had my magic stick, I'll be able to fight back against Monokuma.
Fine.
Yeah, whatever. Let's just leave this whiny rabbit loser alone and get on with the investigation. Now then, in the spirit of lovely doubt and dovey deception, put your heart and soul into investigating. I wish you the best of luck. We don't get a Monokuma file anymore. And with that, Monokuma vanished, leaving those of us who were grief-stricken alone with our despair.
What?
What does this mean? I don't understand this at all. A search for Byakuya's killer. Why did it turn out like this?
What's going on?
Give me a break. Why do I have to be involved in a horrible situation like this? You can't doubt each other, 'cause you're all friends.
Understand?
But Ham Hands really did get killed, right? If we don't find out who the killer is, we're all gonna get killed, right? That being said, I cannot abide by this. Now that I finally made friends, there's no way I can doubt them. Seriously, do you even listen to what I said? It doesn't matter if you can abide by this or not. We gotta do this to survive, right? Then we have no choice but to do it.
I won't forgive you.
No, friends doubting friends is a major no-no. Shut up, just go away already, you useless piece of trash. Know your place, trash. Threats are scary. Do we really have to do it? I don't want to do something like that.
No.
I don't want to do it either, it sounds so scary.
However,
It's just as Hiyoko said, if we're going to get killed for not doing it, then we must do it. I can't believe one of us killed Byakuya. Can't you, Nagito? Is that so? Can you not believe that that's happened? There's no way I can believe it. There's no way. Really, Nagito? Is there no way? So for that reason,
Yep.
I'll do it. I'll investigate Byakuya's death. I will do my best to prove there is no killer among us. There's no need to deceive or doubt each other. What we need to fight is not ourselves, but that which is trying to crush us, this despair. I don't know. Sorry, it seems a little sus, Nagito. Just saying, it seems a little sus. This hopeless reality, that's the real enemy we need to fight. All of reality has had it too good for too long. We're gonna fight reality. If I'm gonna survive this, I have to fight it. Before you start, can I say something?
well,
In closed circle detective games, the player usually has to decide who's going to guard the crime scene. What should we do?
I know.
Oh yeah, we'd be bad if the killer destroyed the evidence. Destroyed the evidence?
Pointing.
Look over there, that big bulky brawny guy is perfect for the guard job.
Man.
That guy has a sensitive heart despite his looks. He's got a sensitive something.
Hey,
Can I be the one who watches the crime scene? I don't have enough confidence to investigate the body, and it's not like I have the brains either. I'll just stay by Byakuya's side. That's the least I can do. That's what guard duty is, right?
I'll do my best.
I'll do my very best to not get in your way. I have medical training, so if it's not too much trouble, I can perform an autopsy. Oh, word? So you're gonna stay as well? Is that okay? And what specifically should we be doing now? I have no idea. It's pretty obvious we're all just amateurs. Going through each grain of sand on a beach just to find a clue would be a waste of time. The only ones who can do that are the police. There's no way amateurs like us would be able to do that. Let's rely on our intuition. We'll start from there and prove none of us could have killed Byakuya. But to perform an autopsy on your friend, how cruel. I have no choice. There's no way I could do something like decline.
I won't believe.
Byakuya got killed. I don't believe that at all. Fine, I'm in.
You are right.
If we are to survive, this is our only path.
This is the worst.
Something like this, it's the only thing we can do in order to stay alive. Something like this is hope. Investigate. You thought it was time for the investigation, But...
The Monokuma file!
Yeah!
Hey! Hey!
Just as I thought, you amateurs need this, right? What the hell is a Monokuma file?
I don't like this.
Jeez, explaining the rules all the time really breaks my bones. Well, it's not like I have bones in the first place. Like, don't even make me say such lame jokes.
Allow me to explain!
Let's see. The Monokuma file contains precise and detailed information regarding the dead body. Would have been kind of cool if we actually did an autopsy. I brought it to you so you guys can smoothly proceed with the investigation. I'm such a nice guy. I'm so nice, I want to be known as the Mother Teresa of the mascot world. Nice, you say. You're just a selfish meanie.
What's this?
My. Monomi, the meaningless mascot. You're still here? Don't put me in the meaningless mascot genre. Come on, let's go. Your turn is already up. Hurry up and get the hell out of here with me. Ouchie, don't put my ears. They're gonna come off. They're finally gone. Should take a look. Dead. The victim's body was discovered in the dining hall of the old building near the Hotel Mirai. The estimated time of death is 11:30 p.m. 30 p.m. The victim was repeatedly stabbed over 10 times. Jesus fucking Christ. Aside from that, the body has no external injuries and no chemical such as poison were detected. Tsubayaki is really dead. Damn it, you promised you wouldn't even be one, there wouldn't even be one victim. Why'd you end up being one? Thank God. And now I'll never know what you were gonna say to me. I'm pleasantly surprised. In the end, what did he even mean? Could it be? A traitor? No way. Just because he said a lot of serious things, it doesn't mean he was the traitor. What am I thinking? Type. Anyway, we need to examine. That's right, I need to do it. If we're gonna survive this, we need to do it. I have to prepare myself for the worst. Alright, to the body. Bayaki was, I should investigate the top of the table. Though the only thing on top of this table is that really catches my eye is this desk lamp. It looks like an antique lamp and seems rather heavy. The power cord was connected to the outlet, so it could have been useless. It would have been useless during the blackout. Other than that, there's nothing else on the table that really stands out, so now's not the time to flinch. I gotta do it. I let out a shout as if to encourage myself and quickly looked underneath the table. Immediately, I noticed an unexplainable smell like rusted iron hanging in the air. Enduring the stinging pain in the back of my eyes, I slowly shifted my gaze towards Byakuya's body. Byakuya Togami, the ultimate affluent progeny, was the kind of guy who said a lot of hurtful things, but he tried his best to lead everyone. Why did he end up like this? The only thing I can do right now, for Byakuya's sake, is uncover the truth behind his death. So here we got some tape. Makes sense. If my man was going to be stabbed that many times, he needed something to keep him quiet. Is this duct tape? There seems to be paint applied to the non-sticky side of the duct tape. In the dim light beneath the table, it seems to glow dully. Could this be glowing paint? Which is also on the knife. A bloody knife. Is this the way? Oh, it does have its handle. Okay. It looked way too thin to be that. No, it doesn't have the handle, does it? No, it looks like it's just rusted. Why did the killer bring the knife? How did the killer bring this knife to the dining hall in the first place? Byakuya thoroughly patted down everyone and thoroughly inspected every corner of this old building. Gee, strange. I wonder if somebody was in this building before he did that. It's possible they stole this knife from the case, or did they hide it somewhere hard to find? Also, there's one more thing about this knife that's strange. Some kind of paint has been applied to the hilt. In the dim light beneath the table, it seems to glow dully. Could this be glowing paint? So... Oh, that makes sense. If there was no light in here at all, the night vision goggles wouldn't actually work. So you would also need to paint them ahead of time to be able to find them. It looks like binoculars, but... Why is it... They're not... Dude, please.
Hey.
Aren't those... Those aren't binoculars. What are they?
Perhaps.
Those are probably night vision goggles. Night vision goggles. I've seen them at the supermarket on this island. They're also stock self-defense kits, too. If that's the case, did the killer use these night vision goggles to kill Byakuya during the blackout? Yes. The body is collapsed face down under the table, as if he was in the middle of attempting something. It looks like he was... According to the Monokuma file, he was repeatedly stabbed between the throat and abdominal region. Repeatedly stabbed. Would one of us really do something so horrible? Is that it? Oh no, hands. His hand separate? But there's like 2 circles on him though? Oh, alright. The blood flowing from Byakuya's body formed a huge pool under the table. That's a lot of blood. There's blood splattered everywhere. Even the inner side of the tablecloth was covered in blood. That's a little weird. The blood might have splattered all over the place when he got stabbed. But there doesn't seem to be any drag marks leading from the blood pool. It's a little weird for the blood to end up like that. Like, on the table. Cloth. Was he wrapped in it? Because it's like, there's no way he got stabbed under the table, and yet it splashed up the side of it as well. Despite the fact it's just me, I think I'm working pretty hard. Even if it's just a little. I'm sure we're getting close to the truth. Let's look at that. No. The air conditioner. A remote-controlled air conditioner. Air conditioner. Could it be? Yeah. Of course. I already figured that was how he overloaded it without going to the room. The air conditioner's remote control. The timer is set to 11:30 p.m. The time of death. Pretty sure Byakuya's thought yes it was. So that means this mechanical sound before the blackout. It probably came from this air conditioner. My flashes of inspiration aren't as bad as I thought. Man, this is way too planned ahead of time. It has to have been the dude. Oh, this is actually open. The metal case Byakuya had with him. I believe he said it was made of duralumin. Last time I saw it, it was closed, but there are a lot of odd things inside the case, like a nightstick and pepper spray. What's this? A hard plastic case, but it's just the case. The inside is empty. I wonder what was inside. Okay. The small key. It must be the key to the other duralumin case. That other case was in the office, and all of the collected dangerous items were inside it. If the key to that duralumin case is right here, then it's unlikely the murder weapon was used... that the murder weapon used to kill Byakuya was taken from that case. Which means the weapons inside that duralumin case aren't related to Byakuya's murder. Even so, I still don't get it. Why did Byakuya have this duralumin case in the first place? You dumb piece of shit. A case packed with all the security equipment? What could he have been planning to do with this? Maybe he was being extra cautious just in case. That can't be right. This seems way too overboard. Could he have known something was going to happen beforehand? And because of that, he went to all this trouble to be extra careful? I mean, I guess he could have also planned it ahead of time and got the tables turned on him, but... Nah... Really? There's no way he, like, got the drop... Like, there's no way the dude he attacked got the drop on him, surely. Oh, we're not done looking in here. No, I didn't want to look at that. I didn't click anywhere near that, dude. There's nothing much out of the ordinary. What else we got? Do I have to examine the windows to get that logged? Nope, okay. Alright, let's talk to all the people, I guess. I must investigate my classmate's body. I'm the one who has medical knowledge. That's why I need to do it somehow. Before you start, why don't you calm down a bit? You're right, I need to calm down first. I'm careless enough as it is. That's pretty obvious from how you fell earlier. I'm terribly sorry about that, for showing you something so unsightly. You made me remember it again. She's into it. Oh my god, please. I made a fool of myself. Forget making a fool of yourself. How in the world did you end up like that? I got startled by the blackout, so I slipped on the carpet, and once I was struggling to get back up.
How embarrassing.
She's got, like, there's no way you fall like that on accident twice. She's into it. Please erase it from your memory. Even if you ask me, I won't be able to forget it so easily. Sorry. I can't stand it. Really? In front of my fucking salad?
Hey.
Hey, Hajime, there's something I want to run by you. Before the blackout occurred, Byakuya was in the dining hall with the rest of us, right? Yeah, that's right. And if Byakuya's dead body was discovered after the blackout, then don't you think he died during the blackout? That's an astonishing deduction. You've cracked the case. That you mention it. But why was Byakuya's body under a table? Even if the killer tried to hide him, it's not like he would have stayed hidden forever. That is a good point. I suppose. You're right. It seems finding out what exactly happened during the blackout is key to solving the mystery. There's no way I'd...
That's not it.
What's the... Hold on, what's the fucking transcript today? If seeing was impossible, then there's a possibility someone might have heard something. Heard something? Are you talking about her? My hero, are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine.
What's going on?
Is that what you expected me to say? Because I feel terrible. 1 minute Byakuya is alive, and, well, in an instant, something awful suddenly happens. Of course I'm not fine.
Why?
And not only that, but whoever killed him is one of us, right? That... I mean, sure, it hasn't, but, you know... What, did a ghost do it? I doubt the aliens that was it Yasuhiro? Yes, Yasuhiro told us about got involved, you know? It's already been determined. You've already accepted it, haven't you? I mean, there's no other possibility.
This is the worst.
That we have to find out who the killer is, find out which killer, find out which friend killed our friend. Which killer? I don't like it either, but we won't survive if we don't go through it. It's not just for yourself, we have to do it to protect all of us. If only I had acted calmer during the blackout, Byakuya might still be alive.
This is the worst.
This whole thing would have never happened. Stop blaming yourself, nothing good will come of it. Ah, jeez. Getting cheered up by a boy isn't like me at all. What is your problem? You're like one of the stranger ones, because I just don't really understand what your deal is. Forget about what I just said. Got it? Fine, I got it. Anyway, I won't dwell on it for now. I can't become a burden to everyone. Plus, there might be a clue that only I have access to. A clue? Photos. I took one I took just before the blackout, remember? Yes, I would like to see them. Yes, the pictures. I would love to see them. I mean, Nagito is stood pretty close to the air conditioner. But other than that... And this one. They were on opposite sides of the room. I don't see anything else that's obviously strange, but they were really far apart. I took these two photos right before the blackout, but is something wrong? I didn't realize it until just now, but right before the blackout, Byakuya was standing in a totally different place than where we found him. Yes. Of course he was. We didn't see him go under a fucking table, did we? Naturally, he had to have moved there somehow. Wasn't his body under that table with the lamp on top of it? Yes. It is impressive that they got him all the way across the room. So perhaps more likely that he traveled across the room while he was... Well, he has to have been, right? He has to have done. Because the goggles were in Byakuya's case. Or it looks like it anyway, given the case in the case. So they must have known Byakuya had the goggles? Or perhaps not. Maybe that doesn't actually matter. Maybe they... I don't know. That's pretty far. Yeah, it's not tenable he got dragged all the way over there, so he has to have done that by himself. So perhaps Nagito knew that he had the goggles, so he put the paint on the knife, thinking that would attract Byakuya across the room? Everyone's standing position before the blackout might be a huge clue. Yes. I was thinking the same thing. It'd be hard to understand from the photos alone, so it might be better for me to plot it out. But what would that actually provide a clue? Yes, I've already seen it in the photo, which is where Nagito was stood. Leave it to me. That's pretty much the only job I can do anyway. Now that's decided. You better work hard on your investigation too. How much longer are you planning to stand around?
Do you understand?
You gotta find out how Byakuya died. I know. It's good she's all fired up, but she's a totally different person when she was feeling down. Oh, Hellhound Earring, answer my call.
Impossible.
Is this effort futile as well? Hey, you still looking for the earring you dropped?
You!
It is not a mere earring. It is the Hellhound Earring.
Fine.
Why does it keep juddering like that? I don't like that. Long ago, in a faraway land, a beast known as the Hellhound was feared by all, even by he who summoned it. This is certainly random. The Hellhound tore its way through innumerable battlefields, its fangs glistening with blood, and his drenched blood-red fur would dry in the howling winds of loneliness. When I finally tamed that diabolic beast, I received an earring to commemorate that event.
Shiver.
The Hellhound Earring. So that I may never forget the night I battled that fearsome Pomerania. Of course it was a Pomeranian. I wear that earring at all times. Was that about a friggin' Pomeranian? I've talked about this before, but the most damage I've ever seen a dog do was a Pomeranian, which was taking somebody's eye out. I understand it's important to you, but for now we need to investigate. Where is it? Where did it disappear to? Maybe it fell underneath the floor? The carpet didn't cover the whole floor. It might have fallen through the gaps in the exposed floorboards. So that's what transpired. Such a clever little bauble. Gundam laughed uproariously as he walked toward the wall and pressed his head against the gaps in the floor and peered beneath the floorboards.
See it.
Ah, there it is. I have found it. Truly, this is the Hellhound Earring. It seems God exists for my benefit. Good for you.
Let me ask.
However, how do I recover it? I cannot fit my arm through this opening. Were I to use a tool, it would probably not reach either. Ah, that creates a problem. I wasn't under the impression there was a large space between the top and the bottom. then maybe you should just give up. What? Give up? What? The world. I meant give up the earring. Fool! Have you not yet realized? The world will come to an end if the human race were to lose that earring. You humans are so satisfied with clothing yourselves in layers of false knowledge. But even with all those layers, you still will not survive the winter. Guys, like, Danganronpa 1 had some pretty out there characters, and they were like, you know, that went pretty well. So this time, we're gonna crank that fucking knob till it breaks. Let's go. Dial it up as loud and big as possible. Why am I being scolded? It was foolish of me to rely on you fools. Fine, I shall do something about it on my own. Now if you'll excuse me, I must go save the world. He wants that earring back by any means necessary. His determination is truly inspiring. But it'd be nice if he actually helped me with the investigation. Little do you know, he just did. Now then, where else should I investigate?
Hajime.
A moment. What is it?
Hey.
When we're finished with the investigation here, would you like to hear what everyone has to say? Together? If I go by myself, some people might not talk to me out of caution. Well, we've been told that one of us is a killer. It can't be helped if everyone's on edge right now. Why me? You're easy to talk to, and I feel like you have a sense similar to mine. Okay. We both harbor special feelings towards Hope's Peak Academy, isn't that right? Well, yeah, but we do? Fine, if we're going together, let's get on with it. No time for idle chit-chat. I'm glad. It'll be a great help. Special feelings, huh? Even so, what he said about us being similar, I don't think I agree.
Now then.
Guess for now we should search the inside of the old building and listen to what the others have to say. Not just the dining hall, I think we should consider this whole building the scene of the crime. Strange how you're getting this involved when you're the murderer. After all, the blackout that took place at the time would have happened throughout this entire building. Yeah, you're right. Thoughts? There's something I want to ask you. What is it?
It is strange, no?
It appears that only the wall is a different color and material. Why is that? Because it's a door.
Perhaps.
It's probably a fire door. Fire door? You've never seen one before? It's a door that shuts to keep fire from spreading by containing it. If that happens, you can run away, right?
Wow.
I see. It's like a barrier. Just lining up plastic bottles. Just like lining up plastic bottles around the house? What? That's something done to keep it is? What cat's gonna give a fuck about plastic bottles? You know about keeping cats from inside, but you don't know about fire doors? Truly, I am culturally ignorant. I am ashamed of myself. Okay. We're not going to, like, investigate the door, though? Alright. Thoughts? As much as I hate the idea, but what do you have to say? Were you in the kitchen during the blackout, Terror? That blackout totally startled me. At first, I just thought it was in the kitchen, but when I finally managed to get out of the kitchen, the hallway was pitch black too. And then I heard everyone's voices, so I fumbled along the wall and tried to get my way to the dining hall. But that place was pitch black too. It was like pitch black everywhere. Couldn't you have used that kitchen stove as a light?
No.
That's impossible. That gas stove needs electricity to work, so it was directly affected by the blackout. A stove also wouldn't exactly let out a lot of light. Since you work with fire in the kitchen, I figured you'd be able to use it as a light source or something, but I guess it's not that easy. Terry's account, alright. What is his account exactly? I assume that everywhere was black? No, the stove? Really, the stove is the specific part it decided to focus on. Interesting. Chinese, Japanese, French, meat on the bone. Isn't it amazing? That meat is So big. Even I was shocked.
Well, guess
It's a
that's
dish
about
fit for a tropical island. I'd never be able to get meat like this in Aoyama or Azubu. I'd never be able to get meat like this in my hometown, much less what? I get it, you don't have to repeat. Okay, I thought I was having a stroke. But it's so big, where did you get it? I asked Nekomaru. Apparently he killed the cow at the ranch with his bare hands and brought it over. Oh, really? Why did he do that? Did he just decide? His bare hands? It's a little... not really, my man is jacked. It doesn't seem completely impossible either. Those hands of his, they look like they specialize in punching things. So, yes, that's, I suppose, true. I wouldn't want to get punched by those hands. Other hands are fine, though. Seriously, Nekomaru's so wild. He's totally right at home in a country setting. I'm so jealous. My hometown is near Aoyama and Azubu, so wild country things like that, they slip my mind a lot, you know?
Man.
Well, I guess this meat has gone to waste since this awfulness happened right when the party started. The only ones who ate any food were Akane and Peko, who took some portions for herself. Don't say that. After I worked so hard to cook the world's most refined party dishes, only 2 people actually tasted them. I don't see why we can't still eat them.
Tell you the
Well, it's not like I actually believe it, but if there really is a killer out there, I'll probably never be able to forgive that killer. No, he's not. Okay. That's specifically only the 2 people ate it, correct? That's not the right one. Yes, only Akane and Peko. Byakuya must have confiscated all the dangerous items on the kitchen equipment list. Well, just from reading through this list, it looks like the knife next to Byakuya's body didn't come from the kitchen. It appears to have been brought from outside. Untrue. One of the knives was missing at the time, apparently, when we saw this with Byakuya. How did the killer get past Byakuya's
That's
body
weird.
check? Strange, isn't it? If only someone had been in the building prior to Byakuya's arrival. But I can't think of anyone that fits that description right now. And he didn't say he'd go easy on the girls when he was performing the pat-downs. If that's the case, they've probably brought the knife in advance and hid it somewhere.
Hey,
Still, it's surprising how much equipment this kitchen has. There are iron plates for barbecuing and even a portable stove for cooking hot pots. But this is all stuff that doesn't pertain to the murder, so I guess it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter, but I will write it down just in case. You never know. I guess I'm pretty much finished investigating the kitchen.
you're right.
Yeah, sure thing. Alright, so storage. I should have probably spoken to him as well, just in case. The storage room is really dusty and dark.
Wow.
My hands were full cleaning the dining hall, so I couldn't even touch this room. It even has cobwebs. There's no way I could stay in here for a long time. Of course, a lot of things. Are these irons? It looks like they were recently turned on. But why are there 3 irons on this ironing board? Oh my god, it was to run up the breaker even more, wasn't it? And then he came to the room afterwards so he could unplug them before anybody arrived. Oh, I fucking knew it. I already, like, basically immediately decided it was Nagito, but, like, that he explicitly wanted to check the storage room. It has to have been to hide the fact these were turned on. Just as I thought, your eyes don't miss a thing. When I was looking for Byakuya after Blackout, I also found these irons, but when I found them, all 3 of them were turned on. He's gonna present it himself. Turned on.
Yep.
It'd be bad if another blackout happened, so I turned them off, but doesn't this feel kind of sinister? Sinister. That was a peculiar interaction. I guess he could just be faking it though, right? There's an awful lot of boxes. We don't have time to go through each and every one of them. I guess I should leave them alone. A wise decision. There's a huge piece of cloth randomly shoved in here. Is this a tablecloth? Oh, a tablecloth. Wait, what? Hold on, there's something on it. Okay.
Huh?
A blood set. What? That's a weird one. What the fuck is there? Why is there another bloody tablecloth here? Take a closer look. I mean, obviously... No. What the fuck? Why is this here? Huh. Can't really see that clearly. There's no mistaking it, this is clearly a blood stain, which means this tablecloth is connected to Byakuya's murder, right? If that tablecloth has a blood stain on it, then it's a possibility. It is a blood stain. That's weird. I don't have an explanation for why this happened yet.
Hajime.
I mean, like, I was assuming he was wrapped in the other tablecloth given how there was blood on it in a weird way. So, like, I guess... And also there's, like, drag marks on the floor, right? So... He has to have even gotten under the table before he was murdered, or he had to have been, like, put on a cloth so that there was no bloodstains being dragged. How much longer you stay in this dark place? You're just wasting your time. Why do you say that? You seem to want me to leave this room awfully quickly, Nagito. I get it. You're right. Looks like they haven't been used yet. Nothing strange here. But how did they... I mean, getting it there beforehand... No, they used it to clean themselves up. They probably came in and used the tablecloth to clean the blood off them, because they would have been soaked after stabbing him 10 fucking times.
Hey.
Let's try talking to everyone. It's definitely gonna help us out. Thoughts?
I see.
Apparently, a great man once said, investigation should be done on foot. I see. So, that's why I'm also using my feet. I'm just walking around for no particular reason. Well, if there's no reason, then there's no meaning. Hey, Hajime, I just realized something. Could she by any chance know what happened during the blackout? Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. How'd you know? So you did hear us, even though Hajime and I were talking pretty softly just now. Not only do I have a perfect face, style, and personality, I also have perfect ears. I see. If your hearing's so good, maybe you heard what happened during the blackout?
Hey.
When the blackout happened, you could hear everyone's voice throughout the dining hall, right? I think we could all hear that. If we couldn't tell, but would you have been able to make out who's who, right? Just leave it to Ibuki. It'll be easy as fried rice with gravy. What? What the fuck? La. I'll hardly eat it for breakfast. Oh, you mean it'll be easy as pie, except eating fried rice with gravy for breakfast is kind of fucked up, he said happily. Any fried rice that isn't fried rice with gravy is so wrong. She should make a metaphor with a more common type of fried rice, like egg fried rice or lettuce fried rice. What are we talking about? Anyway, can you tell us what you heard? Leave it to me, I'm gonna take a bite out of you. Yep. Ooh. If you tell us, I'll let you bite Hajime later. What if she takes you seriously? Let's see, the first person who raised their voice was... That's right, it was Mahiro. This is, something I should likely be writing down. Hold on. I'll put it over here. It's you? This is a different session. There we go. And now where's the pencil? There's the pencil. So first was my hero. My hero.
It's a blackout.
Uh-huh. Next was Soda, and then next was her own. So Soda, Ibuki.
Hey, I can't see anything.
It's pitch black. My future is pitch black.
What a nice remark I made. It's to the point and has its own unique charm. Just continue. Then there were more voices, one after another.
Everyone, calm
My hero
down.
again.
We gotta stay calm in a situation like this.
My hero.
Ah, don't step on my feet.
Hyoko. She also said don't step on my feet, which I guess could have been everybody, but...
What's going on here?
Okay, then Byakuya. Suddenly I just became completely illiterate.
This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on.
Oh,
Can't eat like this, you know.
Nagito. And specifically, he said ow. That's gonna be important. Then Akane.
You guys? Where are you?
Teru.
Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
Perhaps the breaker will
Sonia.
Hold on a sec.
Soda.
I'll go along the wall and do something about it.
Okay. Okay, so Byakuya, what's going on, and then what's this? As if he was surprised by what he had encountered, which I mean, could have just been the blackout, I suppose, but given Nagito immediately said ow afterwards, I'm guessing that's when they started having the exchange. Aren't I awesome? Praise me. Praise me. Give me lots of praise. I heard you the first time. Seriously, don't get any closer. Hey, Nagito, say something to her. Hey, did something happen? No, I was just thinking about what Byakuya said during the blackout. Alright, it's not just me.
Hey,
Why did he say something like that? Rather, why was he able to say that? You just fucked yourself, boy. What do you mean? We didn't find him with tape on his mouth. What the hell? What's going on here? And this is... What do you mean? Why don't we discuss it after we've investigated a little more? Right now I can't really say anything for certain. It's not like I really care. Okay. I mean, it's possible he's just deduced it because we did see the tape under the table, but we haven't yet... Well, in-game at least, we haven't yet made the connection that he had his mouth taped. But Nagito's speaking like he does know. That's the sort of thing that came up a lot in the last game. Don't you think Ibuki's account now is just an important clue that will lead us to the truth? Praise me! Let me bite you. Why are you biting me? Alright. So, does that focus specifically on Byakuya, or is it multiple, like the everyone? Okay, it's a full transcript. Okay. It's locked? Someone appears to be inside. Since it's a unisex bathroom, I don't know who's actually in there. I mean, it's probably the big boy. Someone in there? We knocked on the door and tried calling out to whoever was on the other side, but... There's no response. It's going nowhere. I guess we should give up for now and check on it later. You're right.
Hajime.
The old bit. Wait, was that here before? Was that here when we were looking for Byakuya? The old building circuit breaker should be inside this office. Circuit breaker, huh? It might be related to the blackout. So it's better if we check out the circuit breaker first. That's pretty fucking high. That must be this old building circuit breaker. The blackout probably happened because of this. That's mad fucking high, though. It doesn't look like if someone did anything to it. Nothing else looks suspicious either. Circuit breaker is pretty high up. Even if you use a stepladder, you won't reach it. I mean, maybe if you're a manlet, it's not that high. It's high, but it's not, like, outside of ladder range. Yeah, I totally agree. That's why it's so mysterious. During the blackout, I was panicking so bad I forgot about that, but you're right, even with a stepladder, there's no way you'd be able to reach that circuit breaker. I disagree, but I guess that's the premise we're going with. Which means someone who must have reset the breaker after the blackout. But who?
I did it.
It's here.
Actually,
You idiots had no idea what to do about the blackout, so I'm the one who reset the circuit breaker.
by the way,
I'm not the one who tripped the breaker. The killer did that, of course. But how did someone as small as you reset the breaker? Well, firstly, my eyes work real good at night, so I have no trouble seeing in the dark. And if you want to know how I reached the circuit breaker, my body stretches. Oh, God. That's a horrifying piece of new information. You know, I'm very elastic.
I won't be fooled.
Liar.
it's
I'm serious. Want to see? Not really. Want to see a version of Monokuma with his body all stretched out? It's gross. It's grotesque. No thanks. Just imagining it makes me want to puke. Oh, really? Such a shame.
so
Don't you think Monokuma's such a nice guy? In a popularity contest, he'd take first place. Did that happen? Is that why he's saying that? Did he win a popularity poll?
I see.
What the hell? So he's the one who reset the breaker? Well, in that case, I'm convinced there's no way we'd be able to reach that. If that's the case, how did the killer trip the circuit breaker? I already know this. I've deduced this in me as soon as I saw the fucking aircon. If they didn't trip it or set it to be tripped. This remote control, it's for the office's air conditioner. Huh? Timer is set to 11:30 p.m. Wasn't the timer for the air conditioner in the dining hall also set for that time? It can't be a coincidence, right? Of course not. Okay, anything else? I mean, you know, the case, obviously, but... This Duralumin case, it should contain all the dangerous items Byakuya collected. Oh, what? No, of course it was here. Right, of course. For some reason, we decided that we needed to keep this box away from everyone, even though that would be less safe, really. Maybe we should check inside, just to be safe.
Yep.
But it's locked. Yeah, but we have the key. Check it out, I brought it with me, so there's no need to worry. Is it okay to take that key without permission? He's fucking dead. What do you mean?
Now.
It's forbidden to tamper with the crime scene, but if we don't, we can't check inside this case, right? The whole place... Look, shut the fuck up. Open the case.
See?
Forks, kitchen knives, iron skewers, and various tools. It's not possible the killer took anything from here, because the key to this case was inside the case Byakuya had with him. I guess you're right about that. Not necessarily, because the case had to have been opened to get access to those goggles, which means it could have fallen in at the same time by mistake. Because, I mean, they might have gotten something out of this, or put something in it, but then when they came back over, they accidentally dropped in his case. It's possible. I don't know. I'm not ready to write it off completely, though it doesn't really... I don't think it really is involved. Isn't Peko the killer? Why do you think that?
I mean...
Well, she wandered off somewhere, even though she was supposed to be in the office. And we were looking for Byakuya after the blackout. I went to the office right away, but when I got here, she was gone.
Oh.
I shouldn't say this too loudly, or else Miss Sonia will yell at me. Pecco's probably the one who tripped the circuit breaker. Yeah, I can see why you'd say that, but yeah. And used the blackout to her advantage to kill Byakuya. No, this is a setup. Did Nagi... Who suggested they stay in the office? Nagito said that, right? Ah, I wasn't thinking to write things down at that point, so I don't remember who exactly said that. Because if it was Nagito that specifically pointed out the office, that's even more sus. Well, he did say not to use the storage room, right? Which, you know, he's been in a lot and has been trying to keep people away from. Like an assassin, right? Well, it's not like you look any better. You fucking shark teeth over here judging other people's appearance. I can already tell you doubt me, correct? I do a little bit, but I doubt Nagito way more. It's just that, like, Pecco, yeah, like... She's sus because she was missing during the time, but everything we know so far seems like it lines up with Nagito better than Pecco. However, it does not surprise me. An unexpected blackout occurred, and during that time, Byakuya was killed. The circuit breaker is in this office. Naturally, I look suspicious since I was supposed to be here. Ah, no, it can't be. It can't be her, though, can it? Because there's no way anybody was navigating this building without the night vision goggles, and we know the night vision goggles were in the case with Byakuya. So, like, she would have had to have been able to get over there in pitch black without the goggles. Seems unlikely.
Wait!
Supposed to be here? Does that mean? So I was right, you weren't in the office. But why? Weren't you supposed to guard the circuit breaker in the Duralumin case with all the weapons? Where'd you run off to on your own? Well, that is... Ugh. Pecco suddenly dropped to one knee and started groaning on the spot. What? I'm just not feeling too well. I apologize, but excuse me.
What the heck?
She was in the bathroom. What was that? Pecco, it appears the bathroom inside the old building is currently occupied, so I recommend either the hotel lobby or your cottage. Seems it will be a tough path. With cold sweat dripping from her forehead, Pecco wobbled out of the office. What happened? You stupid bitch. It's kind of hard for me to say it myself, but I already feel bad enough for Pecco as it is. What does that mean? I mean, is it cool? She didn't, like, run away or something? Because if she ran away, she's obviously the killer. You're both stupid as fuck. Oh my god. Is that really what it is? No, she's fucking sick. She went to the bathroom. Now then, I guess we're done with the office, don't you think? We should get going. Alright.
Yep.
Okay, it looks like you've pretty much finished looking around the old building. So how about we check out Byakuya's cottage?
Yep.
There might be clues there, so I thought it'd be a good idea to check it out just in case. But I was scared I might encounter some danger if I went there by myself. I hadn't even really considered to check over there, so why are you prompting this? Aren't you worried about the possibility that I might be in danger? You mean, am I worried about you being the killer? To be honest, I don't think you're the killer. In fact, I can't even imagine it. It's like, instead of living in doubt with doubt in others, it's so much better to die believing in others. Alright, don't talk like that. We're doing this so we can live, you know. As I thought. You sure are strong. You're definitely the chosen one. Chosen! By Hope's Peak Academy. It's got fucking terrible taste. Alright, let's get going. I don't know why, but every time we talk, I don't really know how I'm supposed to react. He's a strange individual. The moment I left the old building, there was a strange scene unfolding. Ah, you're trying to get under there.
What are you doing?
What am I doing, you say? Ha! Now that is truly a foolish question.
Remember to stay hydrated.
We're just checking to see if we can get under the floor from here.
Under the floor? Why?
Who said it was futile? Who decided it was impossible?
Fucking Christian Bale meme.
Why isn't it possible?
How did you know
I said
can't
why,
recover
you
my
stupid
hearing?
bastard.
If it is possible to get under the floor, it'll change our understanding of the murder. So I thought it was important to check it.
And can you?
I see.
Under the floor, huh? I never considered thinking of it like that. What do you mean? Come on, think about it.
Hey,
The carpet I laid out didn't reach the table where the body was. Oh my god! I guess that's true. No fucking way. Did he get stabbed from under it? And the dining floor had huge gaps between the floorboards. No fucking way. Is it possible that the killer killed Byakuya by stabbing him from beneath the floor? That's what I thought, so I'm trying to see if we can get under it from here. Well, I guess it's not possible to get under the floor from outside. The building is surrounded by firm fences, so there's no way to sneak under the floor from here. Even so, I couldn't find a way to get under the floor from inside the building either. Do you think there's a possibility there's a hidden hole somewhere? No, that's not possible. Are you sure? At any rate, it seems that we can't get under the floor from the outside the building. That's a relief. Relief? Why? Because if you could get under the floor from the outside, there'd only be one logical suspect. The only person who didn't come to the party. And also doesn't have an alibi. Yeah.
So...
I suspected him too. That's why I was checking to see if it's possible.
Well?
Speaking of which, not long after I began guarding the entrance, Fuyuhiko came here. He did.
Huh?
What happened? Oh, hey, what are you doing here? All alone at a place like this?
Yep.
I'm standing guard so Monokuma doesn't come inside. Even though we know he's capable of teleportation. How diligent of you.
Hey, hey.
You're not coming to the party?
what are you saying?
Hell no, not even if you paid me. Parties are stupid, they make me want to puke. You wanted to come to the party, right? Isn't that why you came? Of course not, I was just going for a damn walk. What, do I have to repeat to you every time I want to go for a fucking walk?
What's wrong?
No, it's not like that, but... Oh, Jesus Christ, that spiked the fuck out of the waveform. Then leave me alone. And then he just left. So that happened, but why did he come here?
See?
He probably wants to be part of the group, but he can't be honest about it. He believes he's different from everyone else, so that's why he's always alone.
Hey.
It's like he's the main character of an RPG. Have you played those before? When did we start talking about video games? Right fucking now, brother.
I see.
Even though we don't really know what he's thinking, I don't think we have any reason to doubt him.
Go ahead.
That's a relief, I'm glad. Keep saying you're glad, but we have no idea who the killer is. Oh, I do. I guess we should stick to the plan and head over to Byakuya's cottage. As long as the probability is greater than 0, that will suffice. I will most assuredly reclaim the Hellhound earring with my own 2 hands. Seems he has no intention of investigating. If he finds a hole in the fucking storage room, I'm gonna lose my goddamn fucking mind, dude. Hey, Fuyuhiko. What the hell? Didn't I tell you to leave me alone? That's not happening. Didn't you hear Monokuma's announcement? Of course I did. Apparently Byakuya is the one who got killed. So what? What did you say? Do you think I'm the killer? Think whatever you want. I'm used to being mistrusted. You're like the least likely suspect right now. Just tell me what you were doing while everyone else was at the party. Checking my alibi, eh? Well, I don't have one. I was just chilling in my cottage all by myself. The whole time. Because Chikai said she saw you in front of the old building. Nosy bitch.
Jeez.
It's true, I went for a little walk, and then, just by chance, I ended up passing by the old building. You know, just rolled the dice, decided which way to go. Were you really going for a walk? Don't tell me you were actually trying to join the party.
Don't fuck with me!
Why would I do that? It's a coincidence. A coincidence. Alright, I get it. Dumbass. Alright, whatever you say, bro. Whatever you say. Byakuya's up there. It's locked. I guess we need to ask him for help.
Hey!
Hey, Monokuma.
Did you call me?
Nagito, where did you train Monokuma? Hey, Monokuma. I was wondering if you can do us a favor. There's something we want to investigate.
What's this?
Hey, who are you talking to? That's just my after image.
When I get serious, my after image is unleashed. I can even play soccer by myself as long as I have this cloning technique. What is going on? What the fuck are you talking about? That would be boring to play alone. I don't have time for this. Just hurry and open the cottage.
Well,
This is for the class trial. It's really something we need. For the class trial? It's for the class trial. There's no way I can refuse. Now then, there's only one spell that can open these doors.
I'll leave the rest to you.
I unlocked the door. Now you can investigate to your heart's content. Why does it open with a magic spell? It's probably powered by electricity. At any rate, that performance was a waste of time. Yes.
You're right.
Look at this fucking nerd. Look at this fucking loser dweeb. You got any Monokumas in here? Oh, you sure do. Look at that sneaky little boy.
No.
Damn, he sounded so sad. There's an envelope on the table. To Byakuya Togami.
that's weird.
There's no sender. That looks pretty suspicious.
Hajime.
You should check what's inside. Uh-huh. This is...
This is...
Is this a crime warning? You know, it might be. It's possible. No, if it says be careful, it's probably a threatening letter. Regardless, why would someone send something like this? Maybe. This is why Byakuya suddenly decided to throw a party? True. He was acting like it was real urgent, like he knew something was going to happen tonight, which I thought was just him assuming it would happen right after being given a motive, but this would be more, make more sense also. He gathered everyone in one area and was extremely cautious about all the dangerous items. He was trying to create a scenario in which everyone could monitor each other. He thought if he did that, nobody would be able to kill anyone. So he believed this crazy letter. He couldn't ignore the possibility of this happening, even if it was just a worst-case scenario. Remember what Byakuya kept saying, how he wouldn't let anyone be a victim? He couldn't overlook that slim possibility, just to keep his promise. Then why did he keep it a secret? If he had just told us, he probably couldn't. He probably thought that was also a worst-case scenario. Well, because, what do you mean? Because then everybody's immediately suspicious of everyone else. If everyone knew what was in that letter, whether it's a lie or not, everyone would have likely began to doubt each other, and at that point there'd be no turning back. So, Byakuya tried to do something about all this by himself, without telling anyone. His strong sense of responsibility is the only explanation I can think of. Anyway, whoever sent this letter to Byakuya also killed him. Is that what you're saying? Not necessarily.
Sorry.
This could be a prank, and it might have nothing to do with Byakuya's death at all. What was that? He suddenly became really quiet. Could be a prank, and it might have nothing to do with Byakuya's death at all. He doesn't want to believe one of us could be a killer. But still, we've come all the way here, and it's the only thing I can think of. The person who wrote this letter murdered Byakuya. If that's the case, that person completely predicted how Byakuya would react once he received it, right? They planned to manipulate Byakuya and killed him right before our eyes in that old building. Damn it. Who the hell would do that?
Hey,
There's probably not much time left until the trial starts. Probably. Which reminds me, you asked my hero for a favor earlier, right? I wanted to find out where everybody was standing just before the blackout. It's probably finished by now. You're coming with me, right? Sorry, that's all you. I need some alone time. I'd like some time to collect my thoughts. I see. Also, if you're going back to the old building, you should hear what Mikan has to say as well. I think the results of her autopsy should be ready by now. Oh, she has been doing it. Okay. I thought we wouldn't now that we had the file. I wonder if he's okay. But now's not the time for me to worry about Nagito. There isn't much time left. I better hurry to the old building. It's a little more complicated than I first imagined it to be. What the? Well, that was his loud voice just now. Gamers. Hello. I feel so light-hearted right now. I, Nekumaru Nidai, have been reborn. I have no intention of losing anymore. Losing to who? I won't lose to anyone. Not even my past self. That sounds cool and all, but what are you talking about? What? I don't know who was behind it, but someone tried to make a shitty bastard out of me. Some scoundrel was occupying the bathroom before the party was about to start. Now that you mention it, you said something like that shortly after the party started. The door won't open. However, if you think I'd be angered by something like that, you've all underestimated my nerve and patience. Do all and achieve all with one's presence of mind. That is the goal of a true leader. In other words, a leader must never falter in any situation, but always have the presence of one's mind. He says that, but I'm pretty sure he was shaken up by the whole ordeal. Oh well, best not to go into it. So you're saying the bathroom was shut before the party started to after the blackout?
So what I mean is...
And the bathroom was finally unoccupied after Byakuya's body. That's about how long that lasted? What he said sounds stupid and irrelevant, but I should remember it just in case. Is the bathroom yet open? What, you're not gonna look? There's no need for me to go inside? Why? 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 Why is there no reason for you to go inside? We checked every other fucking room. Why would we not check this one? Why? What the fuck, dude? Oh my god, you stupid bitch. Sunlight was getting into this room. Though nobody seems to have brought that up, so it's probably not actually important that it looks like that. Alright, so, autopsy. I'll tell you a little bit of what I want to say. Did you find out anything? I tried, within reason, to perform an autopsy on Byakuya's body, and I discovered there were several puncture wounds around Byakuya's chest and abdominal region. Deep wounds, deep enough to reach his lungs and internal organs. It can be assumed that a very thin, sharp object around 5 millimeters in diameter was used to... the missing skewer. Oh yeah, it was a skewer that was missing, wasn't it? I said it was a knife that was missing earlier. I'm fucking stupid. Are you okay? I'm sorry, talking about it made me sad. No need to push yourself, I mostly got the gist of it. Around 5 millimeter. That's pretty thin. Damn, he did. Fuck, dude. Okay, so it was a... The knife was a bait then, huh? They knew he had the goggles, and they knew he'd go under the table to examine it. So that's when they stabbed him? Like, at this point, it has to have happened from underneath, right? That's what it's starting to seem like. But Nagito was in the room.
Hey!
Well, you're here. Where did you wander off to? I wasn't wandering, I was investigating. Well, if you weren't slacking off, then I guess it's fine. Did you find anything? Sorta. You don't sound too sure. Take a look at this. Just as you told me, using the 2 photos I took before the blackout. I tried to pinpoint where everyone was standing. When I did, this diagram was the result. So this room's everyone's standing position before the blackout. Everyone's pretty much in the dining hall. I've made this diagram from analyzing these photos, so I'm pretty sure it's accurate. Just as I thought, Byakuya was standing at far distance. It's impossible. There's no way he'd have been able to move that far during the blackout. He had goggles, though. What's this line extending from the table where Byakuya was killed? Oh, it's the desk lamp. I drew the power cord. The power cord for the desk lamp. Is it unplugged right now? If the cord is extending from the table where Byakuya was killed, that means...
Hey,
Okay, it's plugged in. Did you find something? It's not clear to me yet, but I guess you're right. I didn't really understand it myself when I was drawing it. I have a feeling it's either a potential clue or just a waste of labor. No, it wasn't a waste. It's not clear to me yet, but there's no mistake there's a clue hidden in here. The wire's not unplugged though, so he didn't trip on it, did he?
Alrighty, guys.
Wait, is the side of it
Free
dented?
time. That's right. It's time for the long-awaited class trial. Now then, I shall tell you all the meeting place. At the central island of Jabberwock Island, there is a mountain with my adorable face carved into it. That, my friends, is Monokuma Rock.
I'm familiar.
Once you're there, please proceed to the underground by taking the elevator located at the secret entrance. I'll see you soon.
Is the side of that lamp dented? Let me look at the photo of the lamp. This is the wrong menu. Photo. Oh no. No. Where the fuck's the photo? Am I stupid? Where are the photos? Embarrassing pose. Okay. Yo, I guess they're not in here, or I'm really fucking stupid. Alright, anyway, I guess we'll find out later. Alright, where the fuck is the rock? It's... I guess I'm just gonna go around. Zoom. Oh, there it is.
Are you kidding me?
What the heck is that mountain? When did that get here? It's been there a while now. Granted, it did appear, but I saw it. How did they even make a mountain shaped like Monokuma? Well, you see, there's this thing you can do to rocks where you chip parts of the rock away so that it gives the illusion of being something. That story might be true after all. There might be an enormous organization involved in all of this. Yeah, they grew a fucking mountain, dude. Whoa.
you are right.
Byakuya, we still needed his knowledge. I can't believe he's dead. I'm so glad, dude. I'm so stoked. What happened to Gundam and Fukihiko? Oh yeah, now that you mention it, it appears they're not here yet. They probably ran away.
No way!
There's no way I'd let them escape, you know. Look, I dragged this one back over here. I'm telling you, let me go. Hey now, if you keep acting violent, I just might eat you up. Hey, Fuyuhiko, what were you doing all this time? Nothing. I wasn't really doing anything. I was just chilling in my room when I suddenly heard that fat bastard got killed. Who the fuck cares about that anyway? How can you say something like so irresponsible? We've been doing our best to investigate this murder, even though we don't want to, just to survive.
Wait,
My hero, that's enough. You too, Fuyuhiko. Dumbass. And I guess we're waiting for Gundam?
What happened?
I am right here.
Now then,
Remember this well. A main character arrives when he intends to. Seems he's got his earring back, right? If I did, then I'm right. Alright, now everyone's all together. Let's take the secret entrance to the trial. But the earring was missing while he was looking for it, right? Or am I crazy? Please wait 1 second.
What's this?
My, mon ami, what are you doing here? Nobody asked for you. Oi. You actually want to join in? You want to taste how powerless you are at the class trial? You're an even bigger masochist than I thought.
Special bleeding service!
Oh well, I'm a big brother who dotes on his little sister. I shall allow your special participation.
See ya later!
I'll go ahead and wait for you guys. Hurry over. Huh? He came to us, he told us to come, but how do we get there? I don't see any doors or
What's going
vehicles.
on?
Something about a secret entrance, was it? This is dangerous. Everyone... No, this is dangerous. Everyone please get down. Oh. What the fuck? Oh my god, the mountain just vomited a fucking escalator at us. Jeez, I didn't expect that to be the entrance. Is he telling us to enter it? Yes. Such a suspicious aura. Even Crimson Steel Elephant Mega Z is trembling with fear. Naga Z would have been better. That's what I tried to say. That's totally suspicious.
Hey!
Though, I guess it would be weird to call a hamster a Naga. They're not exactly very scaly, but... You know, didn't stop him from naming the other one whatever the fuck it was, right? Fuck it, the hamster's a lizard now. I'm changing his name to just Naga. Forgive me. Seriously, just forgive me already. Why don't we just stop here? I mean, none of this is real anyway. Like, not even remotely.
No way!
There's no way. There's just no way we'll find the killer.
Stupid.
Complaining won't get us anywhere. If you're really a man, then man up for God's sake. Oh my god, shut the fuck up. We've come this far, we have no choice but to keep moving forward. You're right, there's nowhere for us to run. We need to do it. If that's everyone's decision, I'll just follow you guys. If this were a video game, it'd have a very high difficulty level. Let's do our best to clear the game. My character trait is video games. Shaking with fear and nervousness, I hesitantly lifted my feet and stepped onto the escalator. I won't think anymore. If I think, I'll run away. All I could do was stare upward intensely at the escalator. When each of us entered Monokuma Rock, that must have felt amazing to be inside that. Did they just flip the same fucking elevator picture? And then obviously replace the characters. This entire rock is an elevator. Once again, Monokuma is doing what he pleases. If he's gone this far and made something like this, I don't think he's playing around. You weren't convinced by the mechs. Even so, we're going pretty deep. I heard an unnerving chattering or a sound inside my head. I soon realized it was the sound of my teeth. All I could do was purse my lips together tightly so everyone else couldn't hear it. Or you could stop grinding your teeth now that you know you're doing it. There we were, listening to unpleasant roars as the elevator plunged deeper and deeper. Some time passed before the elevator finally finished, and then the elevator opened slowly.
Welcome!
This is the class trial field. How do you like it? It's a special place that will decide your fates. The hell is he thinking, locking us up in a shitty-looking place like this? Are you fucking crazy? Don't mess with me, asshole. Complain all you like. I'm used to it by now. Come on, you're wasting your time and energy. Hurry up and take your seats where your names are written. It looks like everyone knows even if we try to resist, it won't change a thing. Just as Monokuma ordered, we walked toward the seats we had been assigned. From this point on, we need to find out who killed Byakuya. Yeah, frustratingly, I haven't been given obviously haven't been given everything yet, so it's kind of hard to tell because we don't know how you get under the building yet. That will change everything. Like where exactly you get under the building from. He was overly critical, arrogant, and condescending, but he also had a strong sense of responsibility. Hold on. Didn't you say earlier exact words like, he doesn't think of us as bugs? Like, and now you're like, oh, but he was arrogant as fuck. Consistent values, dude. As we were panicking, he accepted his role as leader and tried his very best to keep us together. A guy like him got murdered. The person who did it is one of us. I can't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. But if it's really true, we need to find out by any means, because that's our only option. There is no way to survive for us to survive unless we sacrifice the killer. And so, this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. I would love to save my progress. Alright, set skills, brother. It was just a 2? Thought I unlocked another one. Oh well. Oh, can I buy more? We did do more, friendship, right? 6? What do I want for 6? Oh, that one. That one. That's the other one I was looking at. Set skills. Oh, wait, that's 6 as well, huh? Increase damage. I'd rather have these two. Alright. Let's go.